I see that you want it, driving me crazy with that.
What's up, guys? My name is Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to update my reading journal for May and kind of do a little bit of a flip through as well. So grab a cozy beverage and let's get started. Okay, so you guys have seen these pages before. These are my goals for 2026. I was about to say 2025. And this is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge. I have already read 5 romantasy books. I've already read 4 new to me authors. I think I am 1 book shy of completing this for the contemporary romance. I have finished 2 series. And I have not read 1 nonfiction. That is going to probably happen sometime in December, if at all. All right, so let's fill in my reading goal page. As of today, I've read a total of 39 books. 4 of those are for June. So as of May 31st, 35 books need to be colored in. 25 is colored in, so let's color in 10 more. Of course, I messed up and couldn't find the right color, so this one's going to be a little funny looking, but it is what it is. All right, so now we have a total of 35 books colored in. This is a progress bar. I'm gonna do this at another time to like actually color in how much I've completed. Next page is how many words I've read per year. The goal was 28K. That number just simply was because of how many boxes fit on this spread. The last time for April, I was up to 9K. Currently for the month of May, I read 3,746. So that brings me to a grand total of 12,746 words. So we can color up to the 12,500. Books per month. Last month I read a total of 9 books. I'm going to use this yellow and we're going to go to 9 for May. Wow. And I colored in the wrong thing. All right, so we're gonna leave that and hope that I read at least 9 books for June. We're gonna go to May. So now the goal for June has to be more than 9. I mean, I could white it out, but I think that would probably look horrible. So we're just gonna go with it. One thing about journaling is it's definitely not perfect. The perfectionist in me wants to like throw the whole journal away, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to 9 and hope for the month of June. I'm gonna use yellow and say that I have to read at least 10 books. So now we have a reading goal for June. This series tracker needs help and I don't know how to help it because I think I've said this in my previous journals. When I was doing this, I didn't like really count what series I was in the middle of, and it was kind of when I did this I was just starting out reading fantasy, so like I don't know what I was thinking with this. And then this is going to be The Shield of Sparrow, Rights of Starling. This is a trilogy, but I have 6 spots. And then if I like line one out, I mean maybe if I find a duet, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna leave this blank once again. I did try to prepare myself. So my monthly favorite, I try not to put like all my 5 stars on this as well as my 5-star spread. So out of everything I read, my favorites was The Divorce by Frida McFadden, but I didn't want like it also to be like all Frida McFadden books that came out this year. Behind Closed Doors and Quicksilver. Quicksilver was a 5-star, the Frida McFadden book, and this was a 4-star, but I did really like this. It's kind of like a dark romance, secret society, billionaire, teacher, not teacher student, kind of like single dad slash nanny, so to speak. I really enjoyed this and I do plan to continue reading this series. I think the second book, which deals with his brother, the MMC's brother in this, and I think it comes out September. All right, so this is complete. So 12 picks in 26. I read Direbound, which I already checked off. The only thing left, I'm doing very well. I'm really proud of myself. I need to read Hunt the Villain, The Poison Daughter, but I'm waiting for the audiobook that comes out in July, and then Across the Vanishing Sky, which is out. I don't know how it is that two of my favorite authors, Rena Kent and Catherine Cowles, have books out that I haven't read yet. But I've read everything else on this. I'm very proud of myself. This is pages per book. I'll be honest, I don't feel like doing this right now, but I will do this off camera and show you all next month it completed. Publication year, we can do that. I've been using like Crayola tips that I found, some old Crayola tips that I had, but normally I use Mildliner, so that's why I'm like so thrown. But like I said, I read a total of 9 books. 4 books were from 2025, 4 books were from 2026, and 1 book was a 2024. All right, maybe it is the same color. All right, I didn't have any DNFs that I can recall this month. I think going forward, I want to put the pictures of my DNFs instead of like writing them down. I don't think I DNF'd anything this month. It's just the log of all the books that I read. So I left off on Behind Closed Doors. So let's fill that in. All right, so that is complete. Releases, did I read any? I did not. So no dates to fill in here. I am going to do this, just not in this video, because I need to actually like go through and try to figure out what books I want to put here for bingo. All right, so the Disney Princess Rainbow Challenge, I did read a book that satisfies the colors. So for Snow White, I have navy blue, and I read Love Most Brutal by Kath Richards. This is a mafia romance where the women are over the mafia and basically forces him to marry her, which is no force at all because he has been gone for her from the beginning. So, but I did enjoy this. I do enjoy this series. Book in the series was also equally as good, and that is it's called a mafia rom-com. The FMC in that is over the mafia. So, and then this, I kind of want to put this over this for pink because I just feel like this has more pink than this. So that's why I put that here. I just like this cover better. I mean, I like both covers, but I just think this one goes better. Up next, buzzwords. I happen to see that October says doors, keys, and locks. And so we're going to glue this here for that one. And then I will highlight October. And I will check off October. All right. I didn't do anything with the new to me author list. Like I said, I had a 5-star I had one 5-star for the month of May, and it was Quicksilver. I absolutely love this book and everything in it. Kingfisher, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Can't wait to go on in this series. He may be my new favorite fae type of man. So that was easy. This is just basically, I need to print this with my Instastack printer. Any romantasy that I read, I want to make like a spread of it because like you all are probably tired of me talking about it, but I discovered romantasy this year and I want to like keep a log because I've been having the best time. I already put Quicksilver in there, so we are good. I don't remember what other fantasies I read for the month of May. Let's see. Oh, I need to put Direbound and We Who Will Die, even though I gave We Who Will Die 2 stars. But with that being said, I do kind of want to read like the first 50 pages of the second book to see, is it me? Like, am I wanting to not finish the series, or is the second book going to be better? This is part 2 of a new release, like, because I only have a couple of pages left. Like I only have a little bit of space left for new releases, so I made a part 2. What I did not fill in is each time I finished a book and I didn't fill this in. So out of books that are in my Audible library, I read Behind Closed Doors, so I can scratch that off. Did I read anything else in the month of May? I was about to say October. No, so that's that. And then this spread is every time I finish a book in the month, I check off the day that I finish. So we can do this. Oh, red pen. I think. Month I definitely need to like put the pens that I use to the side. All right, so in May I finished a book. On the 3rd I finished Quicksilver. The 5th the 9th the 13th, the 14th, the 21st, the 26th, and the 29th. And then I know I finished a book on the last day of the month because I was determined to finish that cozy mystery. All right. We already did our 5 stars. We talked about this. Ignore this. This is a Taylor Swift inspired reading challenge. I know one of the prompts is So Long London, but we're going to do this another time because I need to look up all the prompts and figure out where I'm putting them. So this I have not. I'm trying to finish the core first, so I need to read a genre I don't normally read, and so spoiler alert for June, I just finished reading The Correspondent today, which is women's like fiction, which I normally don't read. I love that book. I gave it 5 stars. That will complete this, but I'm trying to just do May for right now. All right, so romantasy. This is my romantasy TBR because there's quite a bit of romantasies that are coming out, and there's quite a bit that I need to read. So I thought it would be, I printed out some covers. So let's glue some down. So I've already read Quicksilver. All right, here's a pile of book covers. All right, so I want to read The Wolf King. I need to read Rites of the Starling. I'm interested in The Wolf and The Crown of Blood. I currently am only 2% in, but I did start Crescent City. I want to read On Wings of Blood. I don't know. I printed this out and part of me really does want to read it, but because everyone is saying the second book is like one of the best fantasies they've ever read, but this is like 24 hours and then I got to go and read the second book. I don't know. I printed it out, and then of course I want to read Brimstone, even though the third book did get pushed back, and Onyx Storm should be on here, but Onyx Storm is going to go on another spread. So let's glue these down. And part of me is like, let me glue down stuff that I'm like 100% sure about. So first up, I know I'm reading this. I'm waiting for the graphic audio because that's how I consumed Shield of Sparrows, and I gave it 5 stars. Definitely know I'm reading Brimstone. I will say right now, granted, I'm only 2% in. I'm not sold on Crescent City, but I know people love this series. So I'm going to stick with it. I don't know. It hasn't grabbed me yet. I've heard nothing but good things about The Wolf King. I don't think I'm going to put this here yet, but I do know that I want to read On Wings of Blood, so I will put this down. That's all I'm going to put down for right now. We don't have to fill up the whole page with all the books already picked out. We're just in June. All right. These are blank pages, and then these are my monthly pages, and the last spread that we're going to work on together is my summer TBR. These are all my monthlies. We can fill out May. So for the month of May, I read a total of 9 books. Pages read was 3,746. Average rating was a 3.55, and I had 1 5-star read. Yeah, I think this was like the lowest. January was the same. But these were my stats for May. And then this is my summer TBR. I did not do one for winter or spring in here, but I was like, okay, it's summer. You can do this. I already like glued everything down, but the books that I want to read this summer, The Deal. I already read The Correspondence. I do want to read Yesteryear. I keep hearing about it, so I'm like, okay. I put Crescent City here. I'm a little nervous about that one. I do want to read Onyx Storm. I want to read Victoria Wilder's new romantic suspense series, Rumors and Whiskey. I almost put the Catherine Cowles, but I'm trying not to have the same book in multiple spots. And I know that's on my 12 picks of 2026. And then the last book is The Road to Tender Hearts. This is a literary fiction book. And since I enjoyed The Correspondence, so I may be dipping my toes into women's fiction, literary fiction, and this just screams summer to me. It's a road trip, a family trying to right wrongs and bond on a road trip. I believe to see the dad's mom. I could have that totally wrong. Lottie read this recently and gave it 5 stars. So I'm intrigued. So let me glue these down. So who is totally addicted to Off Campus? Like, I have watched this series multiple times. I've read the book for book club for June. Gave it 5 stars. I'm addicted. Like, if there's nothing on TV, what do? I go and I turn on Off Campus. And I'm so surprised because I have definitely like changed, or I have definitely like started reading things and watching things that normally would not interest me, but 10 out of 10, highly recommend. What I will say also about The Correspondent is read it on audio. Like, if you can get the audiobook, it's a full cast, but the whole book is letters. Like, so just know that going in. I thought like, okay, it's going to be a, you know, some chapters will be letters and then there'll be, no, the whole entire book is letters. So, but such a good book. Definitely, like, this is one of those books that will stick with you. Like, you'll be talking about this, or at least thinking about it, for a very long time. Like, I don't think this is the type of book that you would just, you know, forget parts, because it's just really good. I'm kind of nervous to put down Crescent City. Okay, I'm not going to put down Crescent City, but I am going to put down Onyx Storm because I have to read this. I also know that I need to be like mentally prepared for Onyx Storm because I have heard some things. And yeah, Crescent City, you're already in my journal, so we're going to put you over here. And then Yesteryear does not seem like something I would normally read, but we are reading new things, and this is one that I do want to at least pick up. So I have a couple books that's actually like not my norm that I kind of want to read. Like, I'm intrigued to read Annie Knows Everything. There's another book here. I keep seeing Into the Blue, and I started to put this, but I just don't know. Like, I think my issue is I don't like overly emotional books, and everyone's like sobbing at the end of this, and I'm like, but why? So this scares me, but I do kind of want to read this as well. All right, so this is June's spread. I absolutely love this. I went blueberry picking the first weekend in June, so of course I was like, oh, this has to be the theme for June. 10 out of 10, absolutely. Like, I love everything about this. I love how my journal is turning out. There are some pages that I definitely need to like work on and fix, but maybe we'll do that in another spread. So that concludes this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've made it to the end and you want to let me know. Leave me a stack of books emoji. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.